Oh, come on.
Is looking for a second date update this morning, guys. Hi, Dana.
Hi. Oh, my God. I've loved you forever. This is so exciting.
Well, you don't even need this guy then. You just date us.
That's right.
That'd be cool.
You want to tell us about Charlie, how the two of you met, how the first date went? We'll go from there.
Okay. I can't even believe I'm like so nervous right now. I don't want to be super embarrassed, you know. I just, I really don't think I will be because I've been thinking about our date nonstop and like, I just can't think of anything I did wrong. Like, obviously sometimes I talk too much and I ramble and I say stupid things, but I really don't think I did that.
Okay.
It's hard to be perfect, you know.
Listen, nobody's perfect. I know that. But, you know, there's things that are like, you know, you think back, you're like, oh, gosh, did I do that wrong on the date? And I really don't think I did. Like, I wasn't nervous at all with him. I felt really comfortable. And everything was going really well. Like, we met on Tinder, which I know is, you know, whatever, it's Tinder. And we went out for drinks and we had dinner and then he spent the night at my place.
Okay.
And like we laughed the whole time and he was so funny, which is like my top quality is sense of humor, and he just had me cracking up the whole time and such a turn on for me. Like,
It's nice
great
to
sense
laugh,
of-
isn't
yeah.
it?
That's like top priority for me, I think. So, you know, finding that on Tinder was like, oh wow, I was so surprised.
Yeah.
And, you know, like, I felt like our attraction was off the charts. And so basically, like, he came over to my place. He was staying the night. And I don't know. I just, like, I wanted to, you know, jump over the table and, like, kiss him and stuff. So when he came over, I, like, didn't hesitate. And I was really hoping he wouldn't judge me for that. And, like, he definitely enjoyed it, obviously. So... You know, I don't know
Why
what's
wouldn't
going
he?
on now.
Yeah.
Like, he stayed the whole night. I made him coffee. I gave him a banana. Like, he kissed me goodbye, and he said he'd call again. But here we are, and...
You know, it wasn't that long ago. We had a second date update where similar scenario to yours. We found out later the problem was she didn't have coffee or a banana or a muffin or anything to serve him. And
She
he
didn't
just,
cook him, but he expected like eggs and bacon and
or something.
Yeah.
And he felt that she wasn't adequately prepared for the date. That's not a joke. That really happened.
That's crazy. It's like, I mean, isn't sharing my bed with me enough, you know? Like,
You would think.
yeah, you would.
But I don't know. What if, and this is the thing I always ask people because I love, especially, you know, you sound really nice. You sound like you got a great spirit. And I hate it when people are crushed or embarrassed on second date updates. So I always want to make sure you know going in that you are, by putting yourself out there, you run the risk of it being something like it was your breath or it was some bathroom habit or you didn't wash your hands or you didn't do this or you didn't do that. Have you checked off all the gross boxes just to cover yourself and make sure it's not one of those things? Or if it is, that you're okay with it being broadcast live on the radio?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, listen, like, I've checked off those things for myself, but, like, if somebody else is going to tell me those things about myself, I guess I need to know. So,
Okay.
you know,
That's true.
lay it on me.
All right. Anything else you think we need to know then before we call the guy? So how was it left? Like, so when he left, did he say, hey, let's do this again, I'll call you? Or was it just
Yeah.
assumed?
No, he said goodbye, and then I was like, oh, I'd love to do this again. And he was like, yes, absolutely, for sure. And then kissed me goodbye. Like,
Yes,
You know.
absolutely, for sure. Cut to kiss goodbye.
Okay.
How was the kiss?
yeah. I mean, I thought it was good.
It was, you know, the kind of kiss that you would expect to get after a night like you had. He
Yeah,
didn't like
it was
kiss
like
your, you know, kiss you on the cheek real quick and
No, it's like a kiss on the lips, goodbye, you know, like, we'll do this again sort of thing. And, you know.
okay.
Okay. We're going to take a break here, Dana. When we come back, we're going to call Charlie and see what he thought of his date, his night, his breakfast, his kiss with you. Coming up, a second date update continues here at Cincinnati's Q102.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal Windows Direct.
Hi, it's Tim, and if you're like me, you want to savor all of the seasons. When you replace your outdated windows with new ones from Universal Windows Direct, they're going to open smoothly to enjoy those summer breezes and lock and close perfectly to keep that cold air in on a hot, humid day.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
All right, Dana met Charlie on Tinder. They went out for drinks, had a lovely dinner. I guess Charlie's a very funny guy. He's got a great sense of humor. So there was a lot of laughter on this date, and that's a huge turn on for Dana because sense of humor is just paramount in a relationship for her. So things are looking very promising, and she found the attraction to be, or she thought the attraction was mutual because he agreed to go back to her house. They went back to her place. He spent the night. She said he seemed to be enjoying it. She served him coffee and a banana the next morning. And she said, I'd love to do this again. He said, yes, absolutely. There was a kiss. And that's the end of the story. There's been no second date. Charlie is nowhere to be found. Right, Dana?
Unfortunately, correct.
And about how long ago was this?
Just like a week ago.
Yeah.
Not too long ago, but long enough.
Long enough, for sure.
Long enough. You about ready to call Charlie and see what's up?
I guess.
Yeah. We got your back. We'll get through this together.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi, Charlie.
Yeah.
Hey, Charlie, it's Jeff and Jenn at Q102. How you doing this morning?
The radio people?
Yeah, we are the radio people. What's up, Charlie?
What's this about?
Well, we hate to bother you, but we got a phone call from a lovely young woman who is a bit smitten with you, says you're a very funny, charming guy with a great sense of humor, handsome.
Really?
Everything a woman would want in a man, Charlie.
Yep. And her name is Dana. Dana called us, Charlie.
Really? She called you? That's interesting.
Well, now, why is that interesting? Because you obviously haven't called her, and she was left with the impression you guys might have an opportunity to, get together again,
Yeah.
considering how great things went the first time.
I mean, yeah, she was very cool. I liked her. But she was a little bit much for me, I mean, hey, I know I'm funny. I'm clever, quick-witted, but I'm not that funny. She was like laughing like she was at a Chris Rock show.
Oh.
Like,
Well, what do you mean by that? That's interesting that you say that.
Yeah, like I wasn't even sometimes I wasn't even trying to be funny. I was just talking, and I would say things that weren't even meant to be funny at all. And she would just, I could have said like it's dark outside, and she would have fallen on the floor laughing. Like it was just a little over the top for me.
Did it seem like nervous laughter? Like maybe she was, it's a first date.
Yeah,
it
that's
can be a
sometimes the
little, and
Yeah,
and sometimes
or like maybe trying to stroke my ego. I don't know.
or just filling the silence. If it's quiet. I do that on the morning show all the time. I mean, here if there's like a couple seconds of dead air, I can't think of anything to say. I'll just start laughing.
We appreciate that.
I do what I can.
I mean, yeah.
There it goes.
If it's all night long, it gets a little much. Here and there it's fine, but it was just everything I said it just became a little much for me.
At what point did it become a little much? Was it before or after you slept with her?
Probably after.
For sure.
That stands to reason.
I mean, yeah. It was nice. I had a good time.
Did she laugh during that whole part
No.
too?
No, that
Better
would
not.
probably ruined everying.
You got to be real careful
Yeah, right.
in those situations when you laugh.
Yeah, it was just like when I left, and I was just thinking about like the next time, and just if I wanted to deal with that again, it was just a lot.
Oh, no.
Well, Dana, I suppose there could be worse things.
Yeah.
So I just don't get it. Like, you're very funny. Do you not know that? Like, I don't understand. You are that funny.
Really?
I got to say, Charlie sounds like a nice guy, but we haven't exactly been cutting it up here since he's been on the phone. No offense.
I mean, we're not on a date though, so
Oh, you're not like if you were trying to charm us, we would find you to be funnier.
Potentially, yeah. It depends on the topic of conversation. This isn't funny to me.
Basically, he's telling us that we're not funny.
No. No, not
I just
funny.
don't understand, like, why you would sleep with me if you thought that quality was
honey.
so annoying. Like, huh?
I mean, but you're still really attractive. So we were there. And
I was afraid of what the answer to that
Yeah.
question was going to be.
Maybe he wanted to see if you were going to laugh during that.
Ay, ay,
I had an
ay.
old roommate. If the blueberry candle was lit when I got home, that meant he was entertaining women. And one day I went to bed and it was like this.
She purred.
What the hell?
And I was like, I do not know what's going on in there, but I'm turning up the Nick at Night.
And did you ask him the next day?
I was like, I don't know what you were doing in there, but it was weird.
I went to college with this guy, though, that we would be in class, and he was a nervous laugher. And when he would laugh, it was like, cha, 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 cha. And I could not sit next to him. I could not be in his small group. I couldn't get over it.
Dana, is this something that's ever come up before? Has anyone ever accused you of laughing too much?
Has anyone accused me of having too much of a good time? I don't think so.
No.
Amen,
No.
sis.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess there's no chance of a second date at this point.
probably not.
We're out.
Yeah.
We don't
Yeah,
want to
no,
talk.
definitely not on my end. I mean, you're being so rude about this right now, so definitely no.
I mean, I'm not being rude. I'm just being honest. If that's like a problem, then I don't
Yeah, I mean,
know.
if that's
sure.
legitimately the reason, we don't like the reason, but we did ask him to come on and tell us the hard truth.
Yeah, the rude part to me is the sleeping with me and then not having a reason why if you found me annoying. So take that home with you, Charlie.
Right.
Yeah.
Take
So
that
we
with
both had a good
you.
time, though, right?
Yeah.
Not anymore for me, but okay. All right.
Well, thank you for coming on, Charlie. We appreciate you taking the call.
All right, thanks. Sorry, Dana.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
Well, best of luck, my dear.
Yeah,
Keep laughing. Keep
Thank
having
you.
fun with life.
Oh, I will. Thank you so much.
that's right. So if we can do a second date update for you, shoot us an email, Jeff and Jenn, 2 N's in Jen, 2 F's in Jeff, Jeff and Jen at WKRQ.com. All right. Coming up, why you really want to stop charging your phone overnight, among other things. We'll get to that. News that didn't make the news straight ahead. But first, latest traffic. Here's Denise.
Thanks for listening to